So I heard you guys like speculation. Oh, we gonna get into that. All right, welcome back to UniX DBS, and today you can look at the title, you can already see what the subject matter is about, but we are going to dive into some very hard speculation on set 12 and which leaders might show up. And I think I actually have some pretty cool evidence. I think it is speculation, but I think you guys are going to enjoy this video. As per usual, right before I get into it, if you haven't joined the Dragon Ball Super card game community discussion group on Facebook, there'll be a link to it in the description. Join that puppy because it is the largest source of card game players with like-minded interests like you, and you can come in, we can discuss about just about anything. And also, if you want a more private discussion, got my Discord in the description as well. You can go look at that. And if you like speculation videos, I have this speculation on the Rejuve mechanic and some of the leaders we could see that'll also be in the description as well, probably at the end of this page as well, or end of this video. So if you like the content, by the time you're done watching this video, think about subscribing, hit it up, because I am trying to grow this channel and we are steadily going up. So that being said, we're gonna start off, we're gonna break this into three categories, okay? Leaders that we know. Like I said in my previous video, I had some information given to sellers for the card game, and it kind of shed some light on what we're gonna see. And the three confirmed villains that will start off the cornerstone of this topic. One, we've got Mecha okay? So Mecha is going to be one of the headline leaders. He is going to introduce essentially the rejuvenation effect. Like I said in the previous video, kind of talked to what it was, what it could be, what it could look like, but he's going to clearly be black. I can't see them putting Mecha in any other color but black. Yes, he has a yellow unison, but he also has a black card, and he's probably going to headline the black cards. So basically we've got him, and his backstory, he used the Dark Dragon Balls, which we've been amassing throughout the Unison Warrior set, or Union Warrior set, and basically he's the Dark Dragon Balls to wish for his youth, okay? And based on that, I have a couple like little speculations on that stuff, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be the black villain. You know how each color has a leader that's a hero and a leader that's a villain. It's just been the way it is for quite some time. The second one, because there's not too much to talk about that, we don't know much about him, it's just the fact that he's going to introduce the rejuvenation, and I think he's going to be black. The next one is going to be Omega Shenron. Now, Bandai has had a history of randomly switching colors of an archetype to make sure that that archetype is a little harder to play with the previous pieces. However, I cannot see them switching Omega Shenron to any other color but yellow. So I am putting money down that he's going to be the yellow villain of set 11. He could either be a Sin Shenron that awakens to Omega. I wouldn't mind if that happened. I could see that happening. He could be an Omega Shenron on front and back. But I do think in his archetype, we will see a Sin Shenron. He uses the rejuvenation mechanic to turn into Omega Shenron. I definitely feel like that. But it's going to round off the rest of the Shadow Dragon saga of villains, at least. We're going to get our Oceanus, we're going to get our Nova, Omega. I think it's going to be a very, very good look. But that's that. The last confirmed one is blue. We're going to get Xenoturles. Xenoturles has the 4-star parasitic ball. And I think that's pretty interesting because Goku, he always loved the 4-star ball because it was a gift from his grandfather, called it Grandpa. But now we've got blue Turles going to use the 4-star ball. So Xenoturles will be there. Now those are the confirmed ones. Black, Mecha I'm assuming. Definitely yellow, Omega Shenron. And blue, Xenoturles. Now, moving from there, we've got something that I think this is the first bit of speculation. We got in yellow. Normally, this game likes to mirror its heroes and villains per color. Doesn't always, but normally it does. You can look at set 11, for instance. Red got Broly BR and Gogeta BR. Okay, we've got in black, you had Xeno Goku and Dark Broly. I mean, in the heroes lore, Xeno Goku does go out trying to stomp the crap out of a bunch of stuff, so that fits. In blue, it was kind of weird because they just kind of got two GT people, SS4 Vegeta and Baby never fought. But then you move back to yellow and you got Kid Gohan and Icarus and Garlic Jr. Definitely both on the same or the opposite sides of that same conflict in the movie. Then you got in green, it was also very loose because you had Gotenks and Majin Vegeta, but the Majin Vegeta is he's definitely Majin Vegeta was in the Buu saga. They never fought, but they were on opposite sides of that saga because Majin Vegeta was kind of considered, being with the opposite side in there. So they kind of do like having that dichotomy. So that being said, I think because of yellow having Omega Shenron, I do think that with a secret rare a couple sets ago, I do think that SS4 Gogeta will make his debut as an archetype come set 12, and I think this will be in yellow. Maybe we'll get a leader that's both Super Saiyan 4s on the front and then awakens to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but there's been like a fusion leader in every set. I mean, you've got Merge Zamasu, you've got adult Gotenks, and this one you've got young Gotenks and Gogeta. And then in the next one, I think Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta would be very, very, very cool. That's kind of that. Here's one that's kind of looser on the speculation. With heroes, since they're bringing in Mecha as the villain, I do think that they have to bring in a heavy hitter for Black as the hero, because that's the heaviest hitter that Black has as a villain in the hero's continuity at that point. So I think there's a couple candidates they could put here, they could put Chronoa, and Chronoa could go to her fully unleashed form, because she's kind of the antithesis of Mecha. She's on that other side, the same kind of rank, kinda. If you really wanted to go for it, you could have Trunks, Xeno Trunks, that can awaken into Super Saiyan God Xeno Trunks. Because he's kind of the titular figure. He's the hero of Dragon Ball Heroes for the most part, outside of the character you would play as in the arcade, but that's not really American. However, if they really wanted to have big name fusions, guess we just got a secret rare for in set 11. Yeah, that's right, Xeno Vegito. And Xeno Vegito being in the set would have Gogeta and Vegito in the same set, fulfilling the same kind of mold they've had for this Unison block, of having two fusions per set as leaders. Like I said before, it's going to be pretty cool. I think that'll actually work. I mean, having Vegito and Gotenks in one set, having Broly, Gogeta, Broly, and Gotenks in the same one, and then this one having Gogeta and Vegito, that would be really cool. So I think that could be a possibility for Black as the hero. Now, going back to things that I think are much, much more likely to happen, I think Lord Slug will actually slot into green as the villain space. They're going to be trying to use the parasitic Dragon Balls, and I think that Lord Slug, he started off as green, he got yellow support. He got support as early as this draft box, recent as this draft box. And that's actually wild in itself. The support was yellow, but then they had a yellow-green card, potentially showing that they definitely recognize that Lord Slug sits in both yellow and green. And I think that if they brought him back as a green leader, that could not only have Rejuve as a mechanic within the archetype, but you can also knock another one off the checklist and have the 6-star parasitic ball to have Slug turn into Xeno Slug. So I think that is a heavy possibility too. Now, the rest of this is kind of looser speculation, I think. I do believe that when you look at red, having Demon King Piccolo as the villain would really, really knock off some boxes. He could fit the rejuvenation mechanic because he pretty much wished for the same thing that Mecha Gabora did, that Lord Slug did. So I think that actually fits really well. But at the same time, I think Kid Goku as the hero. So we don't have a red Kid Goku leader, and we don't have any Demon King Piccolo leaders, but we have a fair amount of Demon King Piccolo cards. So I do think that having them both in red not only allows us to have a new character in Demon King Piccolo, it allows us to fit the rejuvenation mechanic, it allows us to continue having Dragon Ball themed characters, specifically Dragon Ball, not Z, not Super, not GT, Dragon Ball characters in red. Last set, or set 10, you had Pilaf and you had Bulma. So I think that it would just fit nicely to have Demon King Piccolo and Goku. And then that would also tie in with the draft box cards, because all the red cards are from Dragon Ball essentially. It would slot right into that. So then the last one on the list would actually be, there always has to be a Goku. I feel like we haven't had a Goku that's Super Saiyan 4 in a very long time. And looking at the cards, we've had a Pan that turns into Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We've had a golden monkey that transforms into Super Saiyan Goku. We've had base GT Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Goku. But we have not had a base form GT Goku that goes into Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And if you've watched GT, first, I like to apologize. I didn't have anything to do with it, but I'm still sorry. But I also would like to say that there was a fair amount of times where Goku didn't have the juice to go back into Super Saiyan 4, and he had to borrow powers from his surrounding Saiyans. And I think that could fit in. One of those moments could fit in with the rejuvenation mechanic. So you can maybe have a GT Goku who awakens as Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then within the archetype, a card that rejuvenates into Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And I mean, there's only a couple colors that are left. It would either be blue as the hero or maybe green as the hero. But I think blue would fit nicely, because then maybe you can sync them in with some of the Goku cards, or some of the Vegeta cards that came out in set 12 for a little bit of synergy. So yeah. That is actually pretty much that. That would be my speculation. So just to go over that one more time, just in case to summarize it, what I have for definitely confirmed is black Mechagodzilla, yellow Omega Shenron, and blue Xeno Turles. Those are definitely confirmed. Leaders that I'm pretty sure will drop would be green Lord Slug using the 6-star Parasitic Ball, and yellow Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Fairly certain that could possibly work. Then the ones that I'm kind of maybe, I think black has a really good chance of being either Xeno Vegito to fit the fusion, or maybe like a titular character to heroes like Trunks or Cronoa. I do think that red has a really good chance of having Demon King Piccolo for the Rejuve effect and Kid Goku to be his nemesis in there. And then I just feel like it's been a while since we've seen Super Saiyan 4 Goku represented as a leader, so that might have to be happening. Not like this one, but I'm talking about like actual GT, where we see like Kid Goku doing things. So yeah, if you guys have thoughts on that, please leave it in the comments. I would love to know your thoughts on it. If you have some additions yourself, if you think something doesn't quite make sense, if you have any corrections, please let me know, and I will get back to you in the comments, and maybe have a follow-up video with your ideas too. So thank you guys for watching. Like I said before, if you like the content, think about hitting that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. And if any of this is right, when set 12 gets spoiled, you will definitely be hearing about this, just to let you know. So I'll see you next time inside Join Universe X. Peace.